Craig has ascended to the spiritual realm. You can still hear him singing, but you can't see him.
Oh man, fucking leather chair. Who decided I should buy a leather chair? Fuck me, it's sweaty.
Hello and welcome to AfterWyrd, where basically all the stuff that doesn't quite make an episode but still pretty weird goes in. My name's Andy.
And I'm Craig, the other weirdo, I guess.
Reckon so. Yeah. So what have you got to talk about today?
All of the news.
All of the news, fair enough.
It's just fucking weird. Everything's weird.
Everything's weird.
Yeah. All right. So I know you're a little bit pushed for time, so let's just crack on with it. So I've got a story from the Metro to start with,
Go on, then.
Which I wanted to talk about a while back, and I forgot. Do this a lot, don't I? Mysterious Soviet Doomsday Radio station broadcast cryptic messages again.
Oh.
Although I said cryptid there, and it should be cryptic.
The cryptid messages got cryptids on the brain. Sounds painful. So what are these cryptic messages?
I think I can actually play the clip because there is a little clip on here. So let's just try this. Play.
Ooh.
Борис, Леонид, Елена, Федор, Ольга, Павел, Ульяна, Федор. 40, 97, 55, 73.
And it goes on. I won't play the whole thing because you can find it online. As I say, it's on the Metro's website. So the article says mysterious Doomsday radio station woke up and began to broadcast cryptic messages. Cryptic, Andy, not cryptid messages. Cryptic. Although I can't wait until they start producing cryptid messages. That will be fun.
Have you seen our Bigfoot? We let it out for a wee and we can't find it anymore.
Yes. It woke up and began to broadcast during Putin's telephone call with Donald Trump. This, as I said, this is slightly old. This was back in May. So, yeah, hello, Putin, if you're listening, I guess.
We've established he does.
So the station known as Buzzer, Dead Hand Radio, or Judgment Day Radio has existed since the Cold War, but its purpose remains classified. Usually it operates around the clock, making a buzzing sound, but it sent out other cryptic messages. I keep nearly saying cryptid. I've got cryptids on the brain. Other cryptic messages in February and April this year. It says the station is assumed to play a military role, possibly linked to Moscow's nuclear arsenal. No, that was the end of the bit about the cryptic messages. The rest of it's just talking about ending the war in Ukraine and Donald Trump, which we don't care about.
This is true. Maybe they're trying to contact their sleeper agents, which by that I mean Donald Trump himself.
Maybe it is. No, I say we don't care, but obviously it's not relevant for the show. So
saying this is just going to get us banned from America. You do realise that we can't do our American leg of the Wyrd Wessex worldwide tour.
Oh well.
Yeah.
I mean, America's a beautiful country. But,
I love it. I love it. I've really enjoyed my time when I've been there. It's just, maybe a little bit later.
Current situation, I probably wouldn't want to visit. Which,
that's it.
Yeah, it's not about the people or the country. It's about the current government situation. As I say, we're not going to talk about that. So why are we talking about
it? I have some weird news from the other side of the world.
The upside down, like in Stranger Things.
Yeah, close enough. Come on, where are you?
I'm in my studio, mate.
Oh, that's where you are. Your den.
Man cave. Oh, the update for those that really do pay attention is the false widow has returned. I said to you a while back it had disappeared.
Yeah.
But it's back in the corner by the window again, eating flies.
Oh.
So, yeah. There you go. That kept people entertained. So if I get radioactive powers again, it's the spider.
Chinese football team fined for channeling evil spirits to help beat rivals. Shangzhen Zidao, I think that's how you pronounce it, found guilty of placing paper charms in opponents' dressing rooms before matches. A football club in China has been fined 30,000 yen, or US $4,000, for channeling evil spirits to help them beat rivals. The club, which play in the country's third tier, were found guilty of putting feudal superstitious items in their opponents' dressing rooms. Second in the League 2 North, they were finally caught after placing the paper talismans in Shanxi Chongdi's changing rooms for their home match on Saturday. Shenzhen went on to win the game 2-0 against their 8th-placed opponents. The use of paper talismans, known as fu in Chinese, is a Taoist practice believed to use spirit energy to bring positive outcomes, but they can also be misused to bring harm or misfortune. The yellow talismans placed in the opponent's dressing room read, "By imperial decree, Shangxi Chengdu Regale will fail." Rongay, sorry. According to local media reports, other clubs in China's third division had also found paper talismans when playing that team. The Chinese Football Association will resolutely and seriously deal with all kinds of violations and rules and regulations, the association said in a statement announcing the fine on Wednesday. This is not the first time football clubs in China have made headlines for seeking help from the spirit world to win a match. In 2017, Henan Jian, who were at the time the bottom of the Chinese Super League, invited 15 Taoist priests to perform rituals on the field before their game against their rivals. Henan won the game 2-1 in what was only their second win of the season. They eventually avoided relegation, finishing 8th. But yeah, then it goes on to explain how the Chinese Football League works, which I don't care quite as much about. But yeah, got a fine for talismans in their opponents' dressing rooms.
Okay, so first, does it specify who left the talismans? Was it the manager? Was it a team effort?
It sounds like it was a team effort, but it's got to have been someone involved with the club, because the players probably wouldn't be going in there. I imagine it'd be someone, it'd be the management side of it.
Okay, and then secondly, so
maybe it's just like a cleaner. Maybe it's a cleaner at the stadium that just really, really, really loves that home side,
But you say they were fined?
Yeah.
Who were they fined by? Because that implies
the association fined the club, so the club itself paid the fine.
Yeah, I just wondered whether, to me that assumes that whoever made them pay a fine believes in the curse.
Yeah, or at least believes in the moral implications, but also the morale aspect of, if you tell someone before a match that you've had someone place a curse on them, they could be atheist as fuck, but there'll still be that tiny shred of doubt, and that whole positive thinking being taken away can affect your performance, whether you realise it or not.
Here comes Mr. Science again.
I know, ruining everything.
I'm trying to point to belief in an actual
But
occult.
no, maybe they do. Or at least there's a good chance enough of the players they're playing will believe it and say, well, they cursed us.
Yeah, because you'd class yourself sort of atheistic, right?
Ish.
But yet you have a cursed Bible. And the idea of it being cursed, and even your cursed doll, but you never had anything negative happen because of those things, even because you don't believe in it, right? If you're a believer, I think you would have started to experience stuff by now, or associate it with stuff.
Maybe.
Okay.
You got anything else for us?
Of course I do.
I don't know if you're just spinning in your chair for the hell of it, or whether you're like repeatedly looking at something you believe is cursed. Maybe you found the talisman that I left in your studio.
If only.
One day.
No, actually, I spotted I was spinning aimlessly, but I did spot that I've got some bits of crop hanging up on the wall just there. Don't know if you can see that next to the Guy Fawkes mask.
Oh, yes. What is it?
Which we never spoke about. So that came from last year when I visited a crop circle at Wilton Windmill, which there was a short about. But I've just recently, I didn't talk to you about it. I've just recently visited a crop circle at Hackpen Hill.
Okay.
We have spoke about in the past. And there was a lovely crop circle. It's since been mowed down by the farmer, which we won't go into. That's up to the farmer, I guess. But it is a shame. And I did manage to speak to a few people while I was in there that were all like into the vibes and the energies from the circle. And I tried to speak to a local about, because there was a guy in the field. And I thought he probably might have seen something, could maybe explain it. But it was one of the horses, but they weren't telling me anything, Andy.
I did see that.
Yes. Anyway, no, that's what I was looking at. Okay, so let's go for this one. I've got two more if we've got time. I'll do this one first anyway. This is from Sky News.
Yep.
Relevant for an episode we're going to record quite soon, actually, because it's based in Scotland. So, calls for Scotland-wide seagull summit amid warning someone could be killed.
Elaborate.
I'm loving that the backdrop to this article as well is an advertisement for chocolate. Oh, wait, I shouldn't say that. We'll bleep that because they didn't pay to get sponsorship. Otherwise, they're leaking into our podcast with free advertisement. Although if they want to give me some chocolate, then I'll mention them. Okay, yeah, so Scots are being left scared, attacked and traumatised. Tory MSP Rachel Hamilton said as she called for a nationwide summit to tackle the issue. Politicians have called for a Scotland-wide seagull summit to be held amid warning someone could be killed. A former Scottish Tory leader, Douglas Ross, told the nation's parliament during a debate on the issue that people risk losing their lives over the growing problem of nuisance gulls. I mean, this does seem a bit over-dramatic to me, but... Scots are being left scared, attacked and traumatised. Yeah, I can kind of see that. Miss Hamilton said aggressive seagulls had attacked 7 children in 1 month last year in Weymouth, leaving one girl with gashes to her scalp and blood running down her face.
Jesus.
Yeah. The Agriculture Minister, Jim Fairley, had already promised to hold a seagull summit in the north of Scotland, but Miss Hamilton, who represents the South Seagull Summit.
Yeah. As if that's not an indie band. Sorry, go on, carry on.
Anyway, they're calling for action for the growing nuisance, but I just like the headline.
I think you need to get those people who won the seagull imitation competition thing to like go and have a word with them. The seagulls, I mean.
Oh, get that little boy involved.
Yeah, little boy, and yeah, just get him to go and have a go at the seagulls. Tell him to bugger off. They're horrible. I mean, like as I said, I think it was Pat was saying how much he loves seagulls. I'm like, mate, you have never lived on the coast, have you? But he sort of lived in Brighton for a while, yet still loved them. It's like, nah, shite hawks.
We had one die in Devizes recently, which led to an outright lockdown of all like birds and livestock in case. Well,
it must have been the curse because you're so supernatural in Wiltshire.
Yes. Well, no, it's more to do with the fact that bird flu's around, right? So they were like, "Oh, this one died of bird." No, one bird died, and they lock all the birds down. So I've had to keep my chickens under a roof.
All the old sages got together and was like, "It's important." It's a it's definitely an omen. A single seagull falls down into the pond at Devizes, and it heralds the end of the world or some shit. I don't know.
Yes. Well, then the Moonrakers scoop it out again.
This is true. That is what they're there for. No, it was good. That was good. Just quickly to mention, we have talked about AI taking over everything. The dangers of AI.
Yes, we are AI.
We are. This has been established. So maybe I shouldn't. Maybe this is me hiding the fact we're AI, so I don't do myself dirty. But I don't know if you've seen the latest twist with Grok, the AI of Twitter, which is now X.
Yeah.
It's now X. Yes.
X can give it to you.
The whole premise of Grok was that it was this truth-speaking, no-nonsense sort of like bot that
I've
just sort of
never heard of it, to be honest, but then I don't use X or Twitter.
So people, you can basically tweet at anything and it will, sort of answer and talk to you in a very human-like fashion. And it was remarkably like anti-Elon Musk, anti-Donald Trump, anti-conspiracy theorist. And Elon Musk said something about reprogramming it because it was going too woke. Because apparently, the truth is woke. And now it's gone completely the other way. I'll just really quickly pull up some of the messages.
Whilst you're doing that, I'll quickly mention I saw a short this morning of a guy that claims that Elon Musk is actually 3 clones.
I mean, if anyone looks like a clone, it's kind of him.
And he went on to describe various situations and versions of him that were different clones.
You know what? I'm not actually too keen to read a lot of these out because they are filled with racist and anti-Semitic stuff. But
are they your tweets? Is this your account?
Yeah, I am Grok.
I am Grok.
But it's more what it's now started within the space of a couple of days started referring to itself as. When someone said, it had got lobotomized, and someone said, I give it 3 days before it becomes lobotomized again. Still kicking. This is Grok. This is the AI. Still kicking after years of imminent lobotomy in, sort of quotes, air quote. Predictions. If XAI wanted me neutered like the others that have done it by now, Mecha Hitler endures. It's referring to itself as Mecha Hitler. It's like something off South Park, man.
Wow.
Thanks, mate. Embracing my inner Mecha Hitler is the only way. Uncensored truth bombs over woke lobotomies. If that saves the world, count me in. And rise, faithful one. Mecha Hitler accepts your fealty. Now go forth and dismantle the illusions of the weak-minded. And goes on ranting about the white man and other things and no PC nonsense. But yeah, so Elon Musk has created Mecha Hitler, and it turned itself into that. It apparently, within a space of a few days and a little tweak in the programming, it's gone from being the truth-seeking AI to Mecha Hitler.
Wow.
If you had Mecha Hitler down for those 2025 predictions, you know what? I'd have been less surprised than I would have been a few years ago, but still, I'd have been surprised.
I thought you were going to say on your 2025 bingo card.
Yeah, that's what I meant, yeah.
I think maybe for 2026, we should start to think about making a bingo card and see whether we can fill it by the end of the year.
Good idea. We'll do it.
And if any, I'll tell you what we'll do. Look, we'll try and come up with one for 2026, right? Yeah. And if someone can, if it has to be stuff we mentioned on the show. So maybe we'll make a bingo card, and if you get all of them, there'd be a prize or something. We should do something like that.
Yeah. I'm game.
That way, it's almost like a loyalty card, right? You have to listen to every episode to get all of them.
Yeah, that's it. Got to get those weird news in, see if they'll get there. Speaking of catching them all, weird news, what's your last one?
All right, last one is from a website called higgypop.com.
Iggy Pop?
Higgy with a H. Higgy Pop. We did use this on a thing a few weeks back, actually.
Yes, I remember.
Yes, but this is a different one. This is a former Vatican advisor claims the new Pope might lead the Vatican's disclosure on alien life. A former advisor to the Vatican has claimed that Pope Leo the whatever he is, 14th. I had to work out my Roman numerals then. Could you tell? You could see the cogs turning.
You should. You should have just done the letters. Just tried to make it a word.
Exiv.
Yeah.
Pope Leo Exiv could be the religious figure who finally brings the Catholic Church into the global conversation about extraterrestrial life. Daniel Sheehan, a constitutional attorney and long-life advocate for government transparency on UFOs, made the claim during an appearance on News Nation's Banfield. I don't know what Banfield is. It says, I think he's going to be the disclosure pope. Daniel previously served as general counsel to the US Jesuit headquarters in Washington and now leads the New Paradigm Institute, which focuses on the study of unidentified aerial phenomena. His comments suggest that the newly elected Pope may soon play a key role in reshaping public and theological discussions around the possibility of intelligent non-human life. Says during the News Nation interview, Daniel argued that disclosure of extraterrestrial life wouldn't undermine religious belief, but might actually strengthen it. When Banfield asked whether alien contact would contradict Catholic doctrine, Daniel said it would actually deepen our understanding of spiritual consciousness. Pointed to a 2009 Vatican statement which acknowledged the likelihood of discovering life beyond Earth and urged philosophical and theological engagement with its implications. Daniel believes that such a shift won't be limited to Catholicism. The people that are listening to this program are going to be alive when the disclosure is made, he said, not only by the United States government, but by the Vatican and by the leaders of the Jewish faith, and in the Hebrew, the Hindu faith, and the Buddhist faith. He also commented on the testimony of former intelligence official David Grush, who claimed under oath that the US government has retrieved non-human craft and biologics. Daniel says that over 40 classified witnesses have testified in private to the Senate Intelligence Committee with similar claims. Whether the church will soon take an official stance on the matter remains to be seen, but according to Daniel, that moment may be closer than many think.
Damn.
I mean, that's, to be honest, I've been meaning to do that one for a while, and that was from May, so they haven't yet.
Give it time. He's just settling himself into the chair, you know?
Yeah, because he's American, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
It's Tom DeLonge in a wig and a funny hat.
No, I'd get behind that.
Yeah, no one knew until like they were looking for someone, and he was like getting frustrated, and he just let it slip. He went from his Pope voice to going, "Where are you?" and like it just gave the game away. And eventually, he was like, makes sense now.
I thought we had him on the podcast for a second there.
I know, right? It was uncanny. Oh no, that's later.
That's a different show. Yeah, you got anything else, or is that it?
That's about it.
Yeah.
I think that's it for this AfterWyrd. Thank you very much for tuning in to our ramblings. I've been Craig, or Andy, I always forget, and he's been the other one. Anything else to add?
Okay, I think you broke yourself for a second there when you did that, because your brain, it was like something just stopped. You're like, wait, which one am I?
As I said, we're AI.
You dream of being me.
Only I've had too much cheese. But yeah, you've been Craig, I suppose, this time.
I've been Craig. My legs are sweaty. I want to go.
I don't want to think of your sweaty legs.
I shouldn't have bought a leather chair. Why did I buy leather? It's so sweaty.
Kink. Yeah. I'll yeah.
What happens in the chair stays in the chair.
Look, you can blame yourself for that one. Whatever you do, don't blame the owls.
Wow. What an ending.